Oh yeah. Hello, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Divine Feminine. Happy Tuesday, y'all. This is your girl, Shannon. Big Aqua, not the little one. Big Aquarius. It is Aquarius Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to all of y'all. I hope y'all day went well. Mine went good, despite a little mishap. You know, the SpongeBob thing happened to me, and I ended up, my pants ended up ripping. I don't know why I just told y'all that. It was just so funny to me. I'm just glad it happened the way it did at an auspicious time, because if I had to move around the rest of my day and show my pants, which I couldn't do, I don't know what would have happened. Thank God my daughter was there. I went and picked her up from school. So the last thing that I had to do was go and get orders for laundry. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry, but it's been a really good day. It's been a good day. So, whew, I'm coming to you with a divine feminine release, divine feminine energy. It's a call to y'all. This energy is so potent. I had to get on here and read it for y'all. Hold on, because I'm hot. I'm getting hot. Let me calm down. So, this reading is going to be for the divine feminine. Before I'm picking up on a lot of ancient. This reading is, I don't know what's going to come out with this reading, but just give me a minute because I'm channeling. But this is a divine feminine reading. This is a message for self. Divine feminine, you are not to be played with, messed with, or toyed with. You have been mastering yourself, and now you have risen. You have not succumbed to the outside forces, but you have risen in your power. And you have come to this level of mastery within yourself, this force to be reckoned with, that people wouldn't want to reckon with. I'm picking up that you have mastered yourself. You have really stepped into your power, divine feminine, because it's so strong, it's so potent. I'm sitting up here hot, I'm flushed, and no, it's not hot flashes, I'm getting hot. Like, you have really stepped into your power, and there's no going back. It's like the butterfly coming up out of the cocoon, healed, hold, and loved, and serving, matter of fact. Okay? The Virgin Mary could be significant. You could be somebody who is healed. You are healed, that's why you're here. But it's serving you've come a long way. You've done good. You've done very well. You might be well off, but you are a very strong-minded individual. You serve womanhood. You could be in a service injury. Oh my God. You could have had some injuries in the past as well. And you could be of service. You could be someone who was of servitude, whatever that, rings bells for with you. Whatever role you play in, you step in, however that, feels familiar or clicks with you. But divine feminine, you are not someone to be played with. You've played the hand that you were dealt with, and you played it well over and over again. You could do it in your sleep now. I'm just hearing you've elevated. You have risen. You have gone through the fire and you've come out unscathed. Divine feminine. And seen. Okay. Okay. All right. So first, before I get into this reading, I had to go and grab the Divine Feminine deck. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cosmic Egg card came up out of here, but we're going to see. We're going to see. First, I already shuffled the deck here. The Virgin Mother, again, I keep getting the significance of the Virgin Mary, the Virgin Mother. That could be significant. Very, very relevant. There's a divine energy, there's a feminine energy present as well. You could be a mother, you could be a mom, you're about to be a mom. There's an energy that there's an energy about you, there's something different about you, something has manifested itself within you. I don't think you fully know what's going on, but you can feel it. And you can't really explain it. But you know something has happened to you. And it's nothing bad. It's all good. You just don't know how to, I won't say process it, but you know you feel different. You feel better than good. You feel some type of energy or frequency. It's something about you. It's something about you that is different. So we'll get into it. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you process this as best as I can, because this energy is very potent. It's very strong. So we'll get some higher self messages. Let me sage these cards. See what's going on. Right quick. Let's see what it is. Divine feminine, divine feminine. Your dreams are never farther than you can reach. I was just picking that up too. I was just going to say, some of you guys might be entrepreneurs. You might be going into business for yourself. If you are, your dreams are about to take off. Yeah, they are. Your dreams are about to take off fast. Your dreams are never farther than you can reach. Yeah, so it's happening. So this is given fate, like Wheel of Fortune. Things are about to take off for you in a major way. Blockages gone. That's not even on the table. That's no longer in your reality. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm hearing you win. The wheel has turned for you, and it's turned in your favor. It's turned in a way to where you know how to make the magic win. You know how to make things happen for you. And it has a lot to do with self. You believing in you, not doubting yourself within, not doubting you, but it has a lot to do with self. It has a lot to do with your power and the divine feminine within. Like said, I can go on and on with this reading because I'm picking up so much and I'm trying to channel it, but it's so heavy, so I'm going to do my best to get it out for you. But I'm just picking up, there's a connection to Bastet. There's an Egyptian connection. You could have ties to that. It's just significant. So we're going to get back on it. What else? What other higher messages when you come out for the divine feminine Holy Spirit? When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. Yeah, so you're very resilient. That's I said, like you mastered. There's something about you mastering yourself. Something about you here being very resilient. You're very strong as fuck, and you know how to reinvent yourself. You know how to. You have an awareness about these new doors opening. I'm picking up that before, and you may have missed these opportunities, but because there's been a shift within you, because you've been working on yourself, there's growth about you. And because you have worked on yourself and you've gone within and you've done the work, there are doors that are starting to open. Matter of fact, you are the one that's opening up these doors, Divine Feminine. You opening up these doors as well. You could be, someone who's very caring and kind. It's like you tapped into yourself to who you truly are. That part of you that is sacred has been protected. You've just been really tight. You somebody, listen, I'm hearing the woman of the decade, too bad to be played. They ain't ready for you. A straight unicorn. And unicorns don't belong in a cage. You can't put that one, just like that's that movie Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze, may he rest in peace. And that could be your movie too. You could like that. You can find some significance in that movie. You can relate to some of the scenes and some of the, the scenarios that played out. You could find yourself being Baby, or you could find yourself being Patrick Swayze's character. It's something about you identifying and relating to certain things, and in that way, it kind of like heals you. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for example, if you watch your favorite movie, like let's just say The Color Purple. Tearjerker. I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to that on some level. But the way that you relate to things like that is on a different level, and it's on such a deep level that you understand it more ways than one than nobody else can. And it's like if you try to explain it to them, if you try to say it, it's like you're speaking a foreign language, okay? You have tapped in, but you are tapping into your abilities more and more. And it's like you're becoming one with all of that. Like it's just a consummation of everything all together. Divine Feminine. And you're becoming more divine. There's a lot that you may not resonate with no one in this world. You could be somebody who maybe you used to scroll on social media a lot as well. You're not tuned into that. You're tuned to a different frequency. And you're staying on that as well. You're listening more and more to your higher self. Is why I'm getting these higher self messages. What's this? Your shadows are just hiding the light right now. So yeah, you could be going through, I won't say a difficult time, or you could have went through a difficult time dealing with the shadow self. But there's a light in you. There's a light in you that's bursting out, that's ready to shine, that's ready to show itself. And it's time. Like I just see a lot of things falling off of you. Like the image I'm being shown is just there's a woman standing in front of me, and there's like this, you know how when something burns and it's like ash and like singe, it's like all of that is falling off of you. All of that is falling off of you, and here stands before me a whole new woman that people wouldn't even recognize, a whole new you. So you could be going through a transformation as well. That's why I'm taking up that heavy. Be the brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be, and that's what it is. That's what it's about, Divine Feminine. You on the path and a journey to being your true self. You're a leader. You come to bring in and usher in a new divine way of, okay, I'm picking up a lot. You come here to shake some shit up. I'm going to put it like that. Yeah, they're not going to be ready for you. but you've come a long way. It's like you've been called. You've been called, and you said yes to it. Because by you just being this brave and authentic soul, baby, there is nothing that you cannot do. There is no door that will not open for you. It was always destined for you to be this way, and you have tapped in. You have stepped in. Look, this is your time to step up and lead from your soul. I cannot make this shit up. Divine Feminine. I'm gonna leave that one right there. Okay, let's tap into this one now. Let's tap into this one. I won't be for you too long. That one fell out. Divine Feminine. Check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Divine Feminine, come to the forefront. You are being called. You are being summoned. What is the energy of Divine Feminine? I have to say, what feminine energy is around? What is it that you're embodying? What is it that this energy wants you to know? What is the message? When I'm picking up, you have ancestors. Oh, just get you. This is like bloodline, the lineage from a long time ago. Ancestral. Okay, Divine Feminine, let's go. Okay. Divine Feminine. Here, ancestral wealth as well. So, we got Machig Lebdron, I hope I'm saying that right. The diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs. To feel free. Very strong and powerful. And you got Mao Shen, the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. I feel like you've been getting a lot of downloads and a lot of lessons from the universe. Let me tap in and see. Let's get some readings here. Let's get some understanding about Mrs. Came right on to it. Machig Labrador. Who she is? She takes the dark and transmutes it into only more light. Okay? Tibetan Buddhists believe that Yeshe Sogyal was reborn as Machig Labdron, and that both were incarnations of the female Buddha. Oh, that word. Vajrayogini. These words, I don't want to mess it up. Vajrayogini. Machig's mother had an auspicious dream right before giving birth. 7 dakinis poured water over her body, blessing her, purifying her, and prophetically relating that this little baby girl would also be a dakini. Wow. So yeah, Divine Feminine, I said your soul is like, your soul could be going through a transformation as well. Like there is something going on with inside of you that feels good, it feels magical, and you probably can't explain it, and this is what it is. Like, it's like a reincarnation of self, of your soul, but it's like you could be living out a past life as well. as this divine feminine. Like you are embodying this woman right here and right now in the present. Because it's a very strong energy. These are not weak women at all. This is someone who has stood the test of time, who has gone through transformation after betrayal, after everything else. And it says, when your soul selects this card from Machique's perspective as an enlightened female, she knew that the difference between a god and a demon had to do with our reaction to them. Those who cause us pain, she explained, also teach us patience, whereas those who bring gifts can distract us from our spiritual past. Yeah. Ooh-wee. No one in no single situation has the power to derail us. That is, unless we let it. The power rests within us. It's a lot more to read, but I'm just giving you a little synopsis of what this is here. And I said before, you somebody that's going through, like, you know how to transmute energy as well. You could be an energy warrior. You could be somebody who knows how to really tap into that and transmute that as well. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs too. Feel free. Yeah. Like, it's so, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The truth hurts. Everybody has been through that. And sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want to have to face up. They don't want to take off those rose-colored glasses, but you did not. You are something different. That does not apply to you. It's like you take this and you have this ability like no one else to transmute that and tap into that and turn that into something else magnificent in a way that has never been done. It's a special way. I feel like you're a unicorn. And just what I read here, like, you can't trap a unicorn. It's like you've empowered yourself. I'm going to have to read up on this. This is good. This is too good for me. Okay, let's get to the next one. Miao Shen. Miao Shen is the Princess of Mercy. Okay. Miao Shen. Let me find it. What's that? 8. Okay. Princess of Mercy. Oh shit, I already had that one flipped over. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Miao Shen represents the incarnation and fulfillment of mercy. She was a Chinese princess who was believed to have lived during the Tang Dynasty and to have been the incarnation of the goddess Kuan Yin. She was a daughter of a king who wanted her to marry a wealthy man in order to secure more wealth and power for himself. When she refused, the king sent her to live in a monastery on a secluded island off the coast of China. When the king found out that Miao Shen had transformed the barren island into a paradise, he got so angry that he ordered the monastery to be burned to the ground. But when Miao Shen saw the monastery in flames, she pricked the tip of her tongue with a hairpin and magically summoned a storm that put out the fire. Yeah, you were one bad divine feminine. Like, you bad, like, for real. Like, everybody else out here talking about how bad they are. Nah, you can pull up with all this energy and with all this within you. You the one, because they could never touch. They could never. They ain't even ready for it. They just playing. It says when your soul selects this card. So before I go to that, the story of Miao Shen is that, from what I can remember, like I said, the woman of the decade, too bad to be played. This was a very powerful woman as well. She was, as I read you a little bit there, you know, it's like her dad and him, and correct me if I'm wrong, wanted her to marry and this, that, and the third. She just wasn't with that. She was somebody who followed her own path. And when they didn't want her, when she refused, you know, she was, you know, tortured or done wrong or whatever. But she took that. She took that and she knew what to do with it. She took that and she turned it into something else. And so the story goes is that I believe, like no matter what they try, no matter no matter what her dad wanted her to do, her dad wanted her to live a life that he wanted for her, and she refused. She was a woman. She, you know, she was her own woman. You couldn't put her in a box. Like I said, you couldn't make her do something that you wanted to. And each and every time she refused, her dad would make things harder for her. He would put her in situations that were meant to demean her, but she always came out on top. And then one day he was about to pass away or something like that, and you think that after all this time, after all of the abuse and the betrayal that her dad put her through, trying to control her life, that she would turn her back. But no, she didn't. Because she understood something in a greater way. She understood the power of mercy, and she gave him just that. I won't go all the way into it, but if you like to just take a screenshot of that for yourself and look it up and research it, you'll understand. And I'm going to read a little bit of this and then I'm going to close this out and then let you guys go. The author, Sue Monk, it says here, when your soul selects this card, the author, Sue Monk, Kidd, articulates the process of empathy so clearly when she writes, empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have, and it's accessible to all of us, but we have to give ourselves to the opportunity to identify, to plunge ourselves in a story where we see the world from the bottom up or through another's eyes or heart. Empathy is mercy's twin sister. When we can feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, we open up to the possibility of mercy. Yeah, you're a merciful warrior. I feel like Divine Feminine, you are really on your path. And there's certain steps and certain steps that you do have to take, which means that there are certain lessons that have to be learned along this path. So right now I feel like you are learning to master this. You are learning to not even play with, but understand that mercy, how this works. You see the bigger picture here, and it's like you don't hold any grudges. You don't hold anything from the past. You understand that on a deeper level. Whereas others wouldn't, take too kindly to that. Others would want revenge. But here you are on a different path, mastering yourself and learning. And knowing, like, you're on your, this is phenomenal. You are somebody who is on a great path and is working well with you, but you are somebody who is you are like a miracle in the making. You are that divine feminine. You know what? Years from now, you're going to be in one of these cards. You're going to be that ancestor. You're going to be that divine feminine that they write about. Because you may have gone through a path of trouble like that where people have always tried to control you because of who you are. You had a great power within you. But for those that have gone through stuff like that, I feel like there's a development because we're not, people are not like everybody else. And you have to walk a certain path and be in a certain light because that's just who you are and you cannot help that. But to go on with this, just to read a little bit more and I'm going to close this out. Here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realized the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed on him, Mao Shan transformed into her true manifestation as the thousand-armed Kuan Yin. Mao Shan is a reminder that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. Blessed be the divine feminine. That has been your reading for today. I really hope that resonated. I hope it made sense, and it just, touched your heart in a special way. It made you, it gave you some insight to what you're feeling and what's going on with you, okay? That has been your reading. That has been your little light, and this was my little light of mine shining to you. I hope it resonated, and Divine Feminine, keep winning, all right? I love you, and that's what I got for you. Until then, bye.